Hi, I'm Lawrence Johnston. I'm an Australian director, and I'm just introducing the feature film Night. Night is really a film that is about the world at night, and I guess how we take the world at night for granted. But at the end of the day, night falls for all of us. And the film is a really beautiful exploration of how a number of people feel about the end of the day coming, work finishing, and how they spend their time at night. That can sometimes be about entertainment. It can be also the darker side of night. But what we really wanted to bring to you is a very beautiful film that's image-based with a lot of fabulous music and people's basically their recollections of how they feel about the night coming and how they spend their time. The idea for Night basically came about, I guess, of a love of the night. Ever since I've been a kid, I've always loved nighttime falling and the mysteries of night, and I thought that it was a great idea to explore in a film, and particularly a feature film, where I would talk to a number of people about how they felt about the night. So really underlying the whole film, there's a strong emotional core, which really, in all the interviews, we wanted people to tell us how they felt, particularly rather than anything to do with information, but really what was at the core of them was what they were feeling about the night, and at the end of the day, how that really was part of their lives. Because at the end of each day, we all have to face the fact that night will come, light will go, and then there are the things we do at night. There's the entertainment at night. There's family life at night and who we spend our time with, whether it's with family, whether it's alone, whether we go to the theatre, whether we drive around the streets at night. It explores how we explore our cities. I guess it explores a lot of fundamental things that we take for granted, and what we want to do is bring it into a film and particularly use music to enhance the beauty of the night. The film actually is wall-to-wall music, which was incredibly ambitious, and of course to be able to realise that, we needed to include that in our budget right up from the start. So all along the way we planned that the music would be an integral part. The score for most part of it was composed in Australia, but it was actually recorded in Poland with an orchestra there, and he did some guitar work and more modern instrument work, which was basically done in Melbourne in Australia. Differences between making documentary and drama for me are that documentary is a fabulous form. I think that people, when they're watching drama, they kind of get an idea about in the first 10 or 20 minutes what they're going to see. I mean, making drama is fantastic because much of it is very controlled, and you have a script, and it's all based on that. It also takes into account performance with actors, apart from all the other aspects of filmmaking, the visual aspects and the music and sound and all the kinds of things that you can do. I guess with documentary, it's fabulous as well because also it takes in information that can be conveyed through photographs, archival film. It's quite a different form, and I think it's also a fresher form now. It's unexpected. You're not really sure where you're going when you're watching documentary films, and I think that's part of the excitement of the form. So yeah, I love drama and documentary. When we were running around capturing all these images for Night, we obviously were photographing people in public places doing their thing, and we had to obviously, get some releases for people who were featured. There are other people who throughout the film, many of them who were featured, but we were unable to get releases because we were shooting on long lenses, which means we were quite far away from them, and that was really so that the imagery that you see is really quite beautiful and people are going about their lives naturally. Of course, with every film we have legal clearance when we've cut the film together, and because we were so well-intentioned really about making the film, nobody is portrayed in any negative way. It was pretty much fine, and we've never had really any problems with anybody's privacy issues. I guess without being too pretentious, I would like people to feel that seeing the film Night is, I guess, an affirmation of life in a way. We always wanted to make a film that was very positive about life and about nightlife and about just our existence on the earth, because there are so many things now that are produced which are incredibly negative visions of life, particularly on the evening news. We see so much violence and so many things which are to do with the downside of life. And I guess putting time and energy into creating a film like Night really was something that you could watch now, or you could watch in 20 years' time or 50 years' time, and still, I hope, have the same feeling through the use of music and, I guess, the positive images and feeling that you get, because it essentially is a celebration of night and life on Earth. Night is really a film for everyone, and if you love the night, you'll love our film Night, because it brings together romance, beauty, music, and really celebrates everything that we know about our lives at night.